Yo, what's up, guys? How are you doing today? I'll be talking about Lauri Markkanen and how he has just been on an absolute uptick, on an absolute rise. He's definitely one of the best stories so far of this NBA season. The man has been playing easily the best basketball of his really career in the NBA at least, and it's just an absolute treat to watch. But other than that, let's get straight into the video. So as we know, Lauri Markkanen was involved in an absolutely massive deal on September the 1st, 2022, and that deal involved now superstar Donovan Mitchell, who just came off a 71-point win in OT over the Chicago Bulls. That deal also involved obviously Lauri Markkanen going to the Jazz, as well as rookie Ochai Agbaji, who's been getting more minutes as of recent, and honestly think he's pretty good as well. Colin Sexton came off a big injury last year, definitely been pretty good this year for them off the bench, and three unprotected first round picks in 2025, 2027, and 2029, and also two picks in 2026 and also in 2028, all for Donovan Mitchell, which is an absolutely fat deal. That deal also involved Colin Sexton getting a 4-year deal for $72 million, and obviously the Cavaliers also did end up paying Lauri Markkanen after the signing trade of the Chicago Bulls, the team that drafted him inside of the lottery, and he was also involved in the Jimmy Butler trade as well. Lauri Markkanen right now is on a 4-year deal for $67 million, which is about $16.8 million AAV. Currently this season he's making about $16.4 million. Next year it's 17.2, and the next year it is 18 million. And in 2025 he will be an unrestricted free agent. So just to say, Lauri Markkanen's contract right now definitely looks pretty good. Obviously last year with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he obviously didn't have this role, so obviously it makes sense why he didn't get paid, but he would have been getting paid right now currently. But yeah, Lauri Markkanen also was pretty good last year. It's just the volume, he just didn't have the volume that he is currently having right now. Last season in 61 games, all starts for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Lauri Markkanen averaged 14.8 points, 5.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists. He shot 44.5% from the field and 35.8% from three. He was just used a lot different than he is being used now, as he was behind guys in terms of field goal attempts, as a guy like Darius Garland, as a guys like Jared Allen, two all-stars from last season, and also Evan Mobley as well, who had an absolutely phenomenal rookie season. You also have guys like Ricky Rubio as well, who before he tore his ACL definitely was doing his thing as well. Then Caris LeVert came in as well, take some more shots from him as well. So Lauri Markkanen in his role definitely was pretty good. He was just used as that stretch big guy that was Rio, and was playing small forward position with an absolutely just behemoth of a 3-5 of Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Like, Lauri Markkanen definitely made the most out of his time with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and even talked about recently that he didn't expect to get traded. He thought he found a home in Cleveland, and then obviously they made this trade for Donovan Mitchell, and the rest so far it has been absolutely history. An absolute win-win trade for both teams. Mitchell out here hooping, Jazz get all these first round picks, Colin Sexton, Agbaji, and Lauri Markkanen, who really has just rose to stardom this season. It's just been absolutely phenomenal to see. So far this season, Lauri Markkanen is averaging 24.5 points, which is good enough for 18th best in the NBA, 8.3 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and he's shooting 53% from the field and 41.6% from the three-point line. He is being so damn efficient. By the way, he's shooting 16 field goal attempts per game at 53% and 7.2 three-point attempts at 41%. And he's also getting to the line as well, averaging around 5.3 free throws per game and sinking 87.6% of them. He's the definition of a three-level scorer. The man has been absolutely insane this season, and the fact that he's doing this in a crazy amount of ways, he's not only shooting the ball extremely efficient, he's also getting to the rim. He has a couple of posts this year. He recently just absolutely just posted the hell of Nikola Vucevic, and that was absolutely insane. I did not know Lauri can get up like that. This is just absolutely insane to see him just play like this. It really is just an absolute treat to watch. Not only is he being really good, like I said, at shooting the ball, attacking the rim, but also getting to the free throw line with Lauri Markkanen, because this man is 6'11" and low-key crafting around the rim, really good shot creator. Like, he really can do it all, and this is absolutely amazing to see. And Lauri Markkanen deserves this, man, because this is a guy that puts his Finland national team on his absolute back. And recently, me just watching the JJ Redick podcast with Lauri Markkanen, he was talking about how he recently got traded from the Cavs to the Jazz, and then now coach of the Utah Jazz, formerly of the Boston Celtics. Assistant coach Will Hardy called him up just to introduce himself to him and just talk to him for a little bit before Lauri Markkanen went ahead and got locked into the Eurobasket for the national team. And he was talking about that, and then Will Hardy was like, yeah, I'm gonna let you just do your thing in Finland, and then after that we'll chop it up. And then after that, after Will Hardy saw Lauri Markkanen looked like he put up like 40 plus points every single game in the Eurobasket, he's like, yeah, I want to see this Lauri Markkanen in the NBA for my team. So Lauri Markkanen, that gave him even more confidence. He had an absolutely massive offseason as well, put a lot of work in, and you could see it, man. Lauri Markkanen last year not looking like he is looking right now. He's moving different, and he's definitely right now, I would say, my pick, if I were to say so, for most improved player. And I would also go as far to say that this is a guy that I will continue pushing for the All-Star agenda. Definitely going to keep pushing my Lauri Markkanen for All-Star agenda. The finisher, man. Lauri Markkanen has just been an absolute revelation this year for the Utah Jazz, and it's amazing to see, because imagine if this guy was still in the Cavaliers, who stood behind guys like Garland and Allen and Mobley pre-Mitchell trade, and we wouldn't have seen Lauri Markkanen be this good, because he was this good for the national team. We didn't know that he could be this good in the NBA. Like, this guy was a spot up last year. He wasn't really getting too many chances to create his own shot and attack the rim and really essentially have his own team. He has his own team now. In the clutch, the Jazz give him the ball. He hit countless clutch shots this year, countless clutch free throws. Just never really missed a game-tying shot against the Sacramento Kings. Just him and De'Aaron Fox having an absolute Dawkins duel, and he sinks 3 clutch free throws. De'Aaron Fox goes right past him, and then he gets the ball with like 0.4 left, almost literally ties the game and to go to OT, but he just narrowly just didn't get the ball off in time. But yeah, Lauri's also coming off a 49 8-1 game for him against the Houston Rockets, which is crazy efficient. 15 of 27 from the field and 6 of 50 from 3, which is good enough for 40%. Yeah, this man is different. And he also ended up sinking all 13 of his free throws that game as well. The man has been super efficient this season. And the crazy part about all of this isn't even Lauri Markkanen's highest usage rate in his NBA career. His highest usage rate was actually in the 2018-2019 season with the Chicago Bulls, where he averaged 18.7 points, 9 rebounds, shot 43% from the field, and 36.1% from the three-point line as well. This year with the Jazz, he has a 24.8% usage rate, and yeah, the man is looking absolutely phenomenal. Last year, he only had a 19.5% usage rate, which was actually the lowest in his NBA career, which makes sense because he was behind, like I said, guys like Garland and Allen and Mobley and LeVert came in, Rubio as well for his ACL injury. And it makes sense why last year he averaged the second least points per game in his NBA career. I mean, playing behind those guys as well and not really having a massive role. I mean, he had a pretty good role, but again, he was really a guy that was like a spot up. He really didn't have the opportunity to show off too much of what he's doing this season, which is I'm happy that he's able to really just showcase that he really is him. Yeah, man, absolutely big shout out to Lauri Markkanen, having an absolute tremendous year. Really good to see him, and looks like Mike Conley and Will Hardy just come together and just kind of break Lauri Markkanen out of this shell and just give him just even more confidence. Because he was talking about as well on the JJ Redick podcast that at a point in his Bulls tenure, he was really just, it was like a little like a mental roadblock about like how he was getting like less shots, and then with that he didn't put in more pressure on himself when he got a shot, because he knew he wasn't getting too many shot attempts. So he knew like if he got the ball and he continued to miss, that just added even more pressure on him. So he just ultimately ended up just not caring if he made or missed a shot. He knows he's a good shooter. He knows most of the time when he put the shot up, he's gonna go win. So he went ahead and did that, and that definitely has helped him throughout his career, because yeah, Lauri Markkanen, the man right now, is playing insane basketball, and it is an absolute treat to watch. And this is also a team that had a ton of chips in their shoulder, because I remember coming into the season, people thought this team was going to be among the worst teams in the NBA. fighting for the #1 overall pick, fighting for the likes of Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson. This team right now, even though they are 11th in the Western Conference, that can go in the matter of a couple of games. They can go from the 11th spot to the 6th spot really easily. So they're going to fluctuate from really 6 to 11 throughout the season. I don't think they'll get too low into the standings, but definitely keep an eye out for the Utah Jazz. They have a lot of quality NBA role players and quality NBA's just really good stars on the team as well. So this is a team that has a lot of confidence, a lot of chips on their shoulders. A lot of people, like I said, thought that would be one of the worst teams in the NBA, including myself, because I didn't really just go ahead and think that, yeah, this team has a lot of quality NBA stars, quality NBA role players, and a pretty good damn head coach and Will Hardy as well. Definitely a big shout out to the Utah Jazz as a whole. Other than that, yo, that is the result. Go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and select your boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out, man. Peace.